Okay, this is the trading plan for April 18th, 2024. So the bigger picture is still somewhat, I guess it's not that exhausted now because we balanced and then we broke down, and then we are pushing towards these bigger areas of support, which larger time frame buyers can be active there. Yesterday we had a directional move and exhausted break of initial resistance, and then a pullback continuation that did not make a lower low, and overnight we have balancing in the lower half of yesterday's range, and it's possible that we have this range developing, or we can go all the way back up here if the bias sort of, I guess the short term, the bias really wouldn't change. That would be the intraday bias. So I have this as sort of a bull bear zone here. I think sellers are in control below, buyers gain a little more control above, and then this would be like pre-market resistance, I think, which would be a intraday bias changing zone, and then this is initial resistance, which would be a bias confirming zone. And then on the downside, I have this 57 to 47.57 as the bias confirming zone, and this is also kind of an important zone. It's also would be a bias confirming zone, and then I think this is also a bias confirming zone. These zones are getting into the big support here, and then down here. Let's see, from 05 to 90. So this is the 05 to 90. So these are important zones. So this one's a little tricky because it's straight down through this. Maybe would be a fade, but it's against the bias, and the bias sort of got reconfirmed after a balance. So the logical thing would be we would maybe go test something bigger. But exhaustion down here could be tradable for maybe a move back up. And then this would be an automatic long. This would have larger time frame exhaustion with it, with larger time frame bias and larger time frame zone. So this is an automatic long, and these are daisy chains. And then on the way up, if we break the bull bear zone, it's the first sign of strength. And then if we break pre-market resistance, then that would be somewhat bullish intraday, and then this would be a bullish confirmation intraday if we broke initial resistance. And as far as ranges go, the average range is at 5,000, and then the range extreme is down at 49.65. Volume's running. I have it at 77. Oh, Vulcan has it at 93, so volume's running okay, so we can still get good range. And on the upside, the average range is up here near 51.44. So I think this is going to be a hard zone to get through if we exhaust up into it, but anything can happen. So it is still possible that we can get up into this other bias changing zone, bias changing and bias confirming zones up here, and these would be automatic sells as well.